Look at this. When I take off my hoodie, you can see my bonnet to the max. Yes, black men wear bonnets to protect their hair. In case you didn't know, now you do know. But look at this. I put it off to this side. Looks like a beret. And then you added my mustache. I literally look like some 15th, 14th century artist or painter. If I was born back then, I would have been a French court painter. I would have been painting paintings of the royal family before they got their heads chopped off. A couple months ago, I made a video on how I wanted to step up my Instagram. Not that I care that much, but I was like, why not? Everyone else is doing it. It wouldn't hurt to at least try. Back then, I was mistaken on what people wanted with Instagram. Now I have a better understanding of it. Everyone wants casualness. People want to see bland stuff on Instagram. Instagram is casual again. I had to stalk just a couple of accounts, to see what the hell it was. So my understanding of it now is that it's literally just taking a picture, minimal edits, not really caring to pose or do anything for the camera, and then just posting it right away, no questions asked. Do whatever you want with your page. From my understanding, I feel like it's still regular Instagram, but without the posing. So it looks casual, but the photos are still planned. I think the best example was on Instagram. I saw a girl post a picture with the Big Mac. So it's like, you went to McDonald's, you went to the drive-thru and said, "Can I have a Big Mac with some fries?" And then you drove home, you pulled the sandwich out of the bag, and then you said, "Let's have a photo shoot with the Big Mac." What am I supposed to do with any of that? Like, how do I even know you ate the sandwich? You took a photo shoot with a burger. Like, I understand driving places for the sake of taking photos. That makes sense. People do it all the time. So it's not something I would do. I would only take photos if I'm going to a place. I'm like, oh, this place looks cool. Let's take photos. But do whatever you want. Instagram's practically an art form at this point. But it's like, it's so crazy how we went from, oh shit, this photo's blurry, guess I can't post it, to let's take blurry photos. The blurry photos are weird. There's no denying that. I still think they're weird. I had to adjust myself to people willingly taking blurry photos. But then I had this moment, I think about 2 days ago. I was bored waiting for my ride home. So I was like, let me take out my phone, take a couple pictures for the gram. And then I was taking a portrait picture. I stumbled. I almost fell down the stairs, actually. I got scared. It's crazy. But then my hand just moved suddenly and the photo was blurry. So I was like, oh shit, I'm about to delete this. Then I stared at it and it actually looks pretty good. So I get the hype now. I understand the hype around the aesthetic of blurry photos. Oh, but one thing I still find weird are those little candid photos, you know what I'm talking about? It's like where it's like those pose with the hand out. I'm like, preface. If you do this pose, I'm not making fun of you, I'm making fun of the pose. Do whatever you want. I don't care. I don't even see most of them. The pose where people do this, the hand outstretch. No, don't take a photo with me. I find that pose hilarious. Just like, if you're gonna do it, at least make it look real. Can we try this again tomorrow? I actually didn't film anything today because I had an accounting project to do. I take accounting. I kind of have an on and off again relationship with it, so I would get really frustrated, walk away, come back, get frustrated again, and walk away for 3 hours. Before I knew it, it was already 12. But I finished the assignment. For those of you that care about my grades, I actually got 94. Ignore this part of the video. We will resume in 1, 2, 3. I've never had a video be so interrupted by things outside of my control. Like, did I procrastinate the homework? Yes. And I forgot that there was more homework to do. But I ended up doing it. The homework always gets done, no matter how late I turn it in. But I did not anticipate a whole power outage. That aside, we are back. I did do something new. For the first time, I tried listening to a podcast because podcasts are popular right now. You have a bunch of YouTubers starting a podcast. So I was like, let me listen. I don't want to feel left out. The thing about podcasts is people feel like people don't actually listen to them. They just listen to pass time. I see it as background noise. It's the equivalent of just randomly selecting a show to watch on Netflix. And the thing about podcasts is, I feel like it's basically YouTube, but without the video. Because you just have people talking for minutes and minutes and minutes. There's no really a subject for any video. There's just a general subtopic, and then throughout the video, they touch on these random points. Cause it's like an essay, you want to hit the word count, but in this case, you want to hit 30 minutes. I was fine, because that's kind of what I do for my videos. I just say whatever comes to mind. However, what made me stop listening to the podcast is, it was like building up momentum, because I think it was telling a story, and then it was like, and then this is what happened next. Squarespace is a website that helps you create your own websites. I already get ads practically everywhere else. I'm bombarded with ads on YouTube. Now we have double ads. I was like, okay, no ads on a podcast? I can see why people listen to these often. And then I literally got an ad in the middle of the podcast. Like in the middle of a story. I don't know why, but that part just pissed me off. I clicked off. I never went back. I don't think I'll ever go back to watching podcasts ever again. I don't want to listen to a story and then boom, right in the middle of nowhere, I get an ad. And it's like, I don't want to rain on anyone's parade. I think people can do whatever they want. However, YouTubers starting podcasts to post the exact same stuff or talk about the exact same stuff they would have posted on YouTube is the equivalent of mainstream TikTokers making a spam account just to post the exact same content. I personally don't see a point in it, but go ahead, do whatever you want. I'm not your mom, okay? All this talk about podcasts reminds me, I bought a microphone months ago that I forgot about for YouTube, and I haven't even used it. I don't even know what I would use it for. Like, I've only used this in 2 videos because before I started doing vlogs, I didn't think I could do vlogs because my personality was just not suited to talking for so long. But compared to everything else, it just seemed more down my lane. But prior to that, I was like, I'm gonna do reviews. I'm gonna review music videos. I'm gonna review products and all that stuff. Like the first thing I was ever going to review, cause remember, this started back in 2020. What? That's not even a year. The first thing I was gonna review was the WAP music video. Why I chose that, I have no idea. I wrote an entire script and everything. Like, I spent probably 3 hours writing an entire script, writing all my thoughts out, and I was like, the script is so long, it's gonna last me about 8 minutes. This video's gonna be lengthy. It's gonna be one of my best videos ever created. Mind you, this would be my first ever video on YouTube, and it was a review, and I wrote an entire script. So after I did a test run, I just read the entire script to see how long it would be. It was not even a minute and 30 seconds. That's how short it was. And it's like, I like music as much as any regular person does, but I have no knowledge on it, nor that strong of a feeling for it that I could review it for 10 minutes. I really don't know what was inside my head, cause like I know absolutely nothing about musical beats or lyrics or anything about that general topic. I failed all of my music tests back in elementary. I have no idea what I was doing reviewing a music video. Cardi B is back with another song, WAP, Wet Ass. However, though the beat is nice, I just don't feel too strong about the lyrics. Cardi B says, gobble me, swallow me, drip down the side of me. However, these lyrics truthfully have no meaning at all. Now that I think about it, I'm kind of glad I never went through with that video, because one, it would have been terrible, and secondly, I probably would have been bombarded with Cardi B fans and Megan Thee Stallion fans, which is ironic because the day after I even planned the video, I listened to the song again and I actually started liking it. Anyways, okay, now that I have this mic, I was thinking I could take a candid shot of me talking on it and make it look like I'm starting a podcast. That would cause some uproar on my Instagram, and everyone's gonna be like, are you starting a podcast? Are you starting a podcast? And I'm gonna reply to none of the comments. So they can all just wonder forever. Let's get this casual Instagram work in. We're getting to work. Okay, our set is built. The mic is on the stand. The lighting sucks, but I have a ring light. Something else I forget I have sometimes for my older videos. But get to the photography. Actually, I need to change my clothes. I wear this blanket way too much. Well, those did not turn out too well. I suck at taking photos. I feel like that's been established through the video already enough. I don't take photos often, so I'm just not used to taking photos, which is something I should do more. Not for Instagram, obviously, but just for memories. Because I usually delete them after I'm done with them, which is something I should just stop doing. I think I've avoided taking photos because I'm just not photogenic. I've avoided yearbook photos for 3 years now because they all turn out bad. So I was like, okay, if this is gonna suck, why attempt? Why try? Don't even show up. Like, even on my, I think, scholarship applications and college applications, I've just given up. The photo I used for my college applications is so terrible. It was like 3 years ago. I was attending my brother's graduation outside and it was so hot, like 80 degrees or something. I did not pick my hair out. I put on the most basic clothes and I was like, let's go. And that was before I had a sense of style. I was like a freshman. I'm a late bloomer. I learned things late. My sense of fashion came really late. So I still looked very terrible back then. And I just looked so disgusting and sweaty. I thought I looked good. I went home and I was like, well, the photo was really good. I look back on it, probably the worst photo of me I've ever taken. And now it's everywhere because I don't even care at this point. Like, if I had to have a best photo of me, it has to be this one. Which now I think about it, it's been in the background of like the past 3 of my videos, and I haven't even talked about this poster yet. Move these chips real quick. This poster is my life's work. This is the best photo I've ever taken of me. The funny thing about this photo is it was supposed to be a YouTube thumbnail. However, I ended up not filming the video because I was just so upset that day. Which, if I look upset, It's because I was. Honestly, I feel like the best photos I take is when I look upset because I'm just not a good smiler. In my rotation of emotions, I smile so few times that when I do it on purpose, it just looks so awkward. So I just avoid doing it. So this is me in my prime. This is the ideal me. What I like about it so much is that I'm basically wearing what I always wear. This cloak, which I like to call it a cloak, it just sounds cool. This is just the Spider-Man blanket I'm wearing right now. And this is the hoodie I always wear. I don't have it on me right now because it's in the washing machine. I spilled soda on it. I call this one the Shadow or the Assassin. Cause just look at me. I look like a cold-blooded killer. The only reason this poster exists is because of my, well, I had an obsession. It was my first game, my obsession with Assassin's Creed. So I named this poster the Assassin. I went through like this whole phase, 8th grade and freshman year, where I thought being silent and nonchalant was cool and it would make me popular. Did it work? Obviously no, I wouldn't be here. But if I didn't do it, I wouldn't have this poster. So, an embarrassing but necessary phase to go through. My favorite thing about it is the eyes. Because look at them. They're highlighted out from like the rest of the poster. And I didn't even do that on purpose. This picture is my artistry. This is my prize collection. If it goes, I go. If it burns, I burn. This could be like a new hobby. What if I just edited photos of myself, make them into posters, and put them up on my wall whenever I was bored? I get to work on my editing skills. I get to brag about myself. It's a win-win situation for me. I think what I want to do is recreate the photo. So the ideas are coming in already. I think I want to like recreate the photo with me standing in front of it, but then I'm gonna blur my face. So all you can see is the back of, there's like the poster, but then it's close relation to me. Are you understanding what I'm saying? I'm so artistic. I don't know why I don't take my audio and video class more seriously. Look at where I am now. Filming videos and staging casual photos. I was made for this. Quick tutorial on how you make the iconic blanket cape. First, I'm gonna lift this over your head. Grab one side, either side works, we don't really care. And you're done and you're ready to go. Let's go take this damn photo. See, once you do it once, you get addicted to it. Cause you're not wearing a blanket. Well, yeah, you are wearing a blanket, but you're not wearing a blanket. It becomes a cloak. It becomes a cape. It's not what it used to be. So now it's like you're warm, but you don't have to drag the blanket with you. It's like a jacket but cooler. Remember last week when I said I wasn't excited for anything? That was a lie. I actually forgot spring break existed. Honestly, I'm probably not even gonna do much except watch movies and catch up on shows. However, there is one thing I am excited for. It's a surprise. It's also a video surprise. Around last school year when school ended, I bought myself a gift because I deserved it. So I'm gonna buy myself another gift. Ask what the gift is. That's a surprise. Last school year, I bought myself the LED lights. But this time, I'm buying myself something new, something fresh, something that held me down long term in life. Something I will have forever. I've been excited about this probably about 2 months now, because that's when I got the idea to just like, I'm gonna buy that thing. It's like similar to this camera in that when I bought it, I was trying something that I've never done before and completely new. And now that I have the camera, I had to do it. Because what else would I do with the camera? Well, I could have done photography, but you saw how the photos today came out. So obviously it was an option. You know, like when I was just doing YouTube with my phone, I basically just dipped my toe in. So I could have just drawn out and stopped at any moment. The camera sealed the deal. So what I'm doing next is another thing that's gonna seal the deal. I have to use it. I have to do it, or else my money's going to waste. And I don't like my money going to waste. So yeah, until then, I'm just waiting. I'm chilling. Waiting for it to take its course. At the moment now. Oh, enjoy the photos. I think future me probably worked really hard editing these. So leave a like. Don't be an asshole. Leave a like. I work hard. Yeah.
You